Disclaimer. Some of our content varies per video and may not be suitable for younger audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, in some content, we are critical of the video games, books, music, videos, and other creators on the platform. While we are a group-owned channel, our opinions expressed are solely on our own and may not always reflect the opinions of those associated with this channel. We at Novakast do not condone any and all harassment, IG, cyberbullying, doxing, swatting towards any of the people that we may be critical towards. How's it going, everybody? Rob here, back with another video, and well, we are going to be doing another reaction. Continuing the content nuke of HASAN PIKER from h3h3, and oh good lord, I'm just gonna say, like, towards the end of that last one, I was extremely irritated. And we're only in 30 minutes in this video. It's insane. So let's go ahead and get started. I backed up a little bit. We were at 34:25, I believe. So I backed up a little bit to kind of get a good start on the next thing. But good lord.
I almost forgot the most fun one. They brought back slavery.
Do you think the Houthis on Salah is doing what Luffy would do?
That lines up with...
I know I'm like already like pausing. By the way, actually, before I continue, I want to say something really funny because I want to talk about something that's been kind of hilarious. Recently, there has been like this thing where I guess Asmongold he responded or like reacted to h3h3's content nuke, and did I say? Wait, hold on. Did I say HASAN? I meant I think Asmongold. Asmongold made basically reacted to it. Apparently, HASAN isn't going to actually watch the video, but yeah, Asmongold reacted. He responded to it, and HASAN is getting a little bit of hate, and I think to some extent he's trying to pull the oh yeah, the racist white guy card, which is, I mean, no, that's not the case, dude. And I think it all delves down to some things that Asmongold said in the past, which he has taken back, but ultimately, I think what HASAN doesn't understand is that the reason he's getting hate, especially for a lot of people, is because of his blatant, very, very, very blatant support and platforming of actual terrorists. And justifying the actions of, again, terrorists. So if there's anyone who should be blamed for getting hate, it should be HASAN PIKER for doing it to himself. So anyway.
with leftist values. All right, so these guys are clearly the bad guys. So my question is, how does HASAN cover such a genocidal, violent, misogynistic, homophobic, terroristic organization?
He downplays them.
Musical? Sure.
It's not even a musical, dude.
These were the people that the Saudis were killing, by the way. Just so you know, these fucking musically gifted individuals. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
I've already made my comment about watching musicals. I mean, fuck, man. Stuff like Chicago, The Producers. I fucking hate Cats. Like, if there's one musical I can't stand, is fucking Cats, man. That is such a creepy musical. I really want to, if it came out like on like Vudu or something, or Fandango, fuck, I watched the shit out of the Beetlejuice one, but good lord. Like I've seen the video. Like I mean, with what we saw last time, and to try to find this video, dude, it's not a fucking musical. This guy's full of shit. He really is. Look at the guy's like facial reactions. He's just like, holy shit, what the hell did I get myself into? This guy has no idea what to think. This is like, how could you like assume that this is some kind of like musical? And I guess at some point Hasan did walk off the set, so to speak.
That's right, my friend. Hasan just played straight up terrorist propaganda without even being there to analyze it.
Yeah.
Surely this must be against terms of service. Twitch does not allow content that depicts, glorifies, encourages, or supports terrorism or violent extremist actors. For example, displaying or linking terrorist or extremist propaganda even for the purpose of denouncing such content. Denouncing? Okay, but what's the rule for endorsing it?
It's not allowed.
Is that okay? The answer is yes, as Hasan was never punished for this blatant violation of Twitch community guidelines. Got it. So denouncing terrorism is bad. Don't do that. Endorsing terrorism is good. Okay.
That says a lot about the people that run Twitch. Like, seriously.
Got it, Twitch.
This is not a musical, dude.
This is a 3-minute video of... What do you mean a music video? When you said music video, I'm expecting like bad example, Chris Brown dancing, you know?
No. They do like
They do musicals. They're very musical people. I know that.
Then you know, I'm gonna say this: if that was the case, then actually show it an actual fucking musical. That's a propaganda video. Like, how could you claim that that is a musical when really, like you obviously tell the intent. You can tell from the intent of the video what their goal is, what they're trying to do, what they're trying to achieve. That's so dishonest. That's so blatantly dishonest.
Are you being serious?
Dog, what do you look? You think I made this?
I know they're singing, but I'm seeing just guns and shit. This isn't a music video, Hasan.
Yeah, it's not.
Musicals about like they're fucking like they're.
Shit. He's like shit. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like, dude, he's calling me out on my bullshit. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh my god. Oh, I know. I'm just gonna keep. I mean, it's gonna. If I keep calling it a musical, then obviously it's gonna be true. No, it isn't. It's not true. Just you see a piece of shit. You sprinkle sugar on it. You can't call it candy. It's a piece of shit.
Their actions all the time.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I've got this. Instead of terrorist propaganda, let's call it musicals.
They do musicals.
Instead of violent jihadists, let's call them musically talented people.
They're very musical people. I know that.
No.
Are you serious?
Guys, let's just use our brains. Fiddler on the Roof, Wicked, Alexander Hamilton, man. There's no reason we can't put these Houthis on Broadway.
Well, they go, listen, you want to fucking bring a ship through here? We're going to take it. So that's exactly what the Houthis start doing. They start fucking sending in.
That dude looks so. The dude on the. If you guys can see my mouse right here, I'm like circling his head. Dude, that guy looks uncomfortable. Like, no joke, looks really, really uncomfortable with what this dude's saying.
In helicopters onto fucking ships, bro. They fucking look at this. They got the Palestinian flag that they painted under the helicopter with the Yemen flag. They fucking overtake. They start overtaking the ships, and they're like, guess what, dog? No more trade to Israel. If you are sending ships into Israel, if you are owned by an Israeli subsidiary, if you're owned by an Israeli corporation, we're gonna take over your ship. You cannot fucking use this trade route anymore. Guess what, bitch? It's our fucking territorial boundary, and we're gonna enforce this until you stop doing genocide in Gaza.
So let's review his claims. His first claim is that the boat is headed for Israel.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I would love to see these people try to freaking take on a freaking Navy ship that are going through that route. Every single one, the freaking helicopter would be shot down. Two, anybody that managed to get on board would either be arrested, put in the brig, or fucking shot. they're going after people or after ships that more likely are not going to have that many people to freaking defend themselves or have no like to an extent you're going to have people that are just going to that aren't going to have that much in terms of combat training. These people are fucking cowards. Oh my gosh, my dog's barking. You okay? They're just staring. Okay.
It's not. It's going from Turkey to India. Next claim is that it's owned by an Israeli company. It's not. It's being chartered by a Japanese company, and the boat's owners are registered in the Isle of Man. I'd like to remind everybody that the crew that's kidnapped in this video has been missing for over a year now with zero updates on their health, whereabouts, or anything. That lines up with leftist values. Hasan's third claim is that this attack happened in their territorial waters, which is also a lie. It happened in international waters. Hasan is lying for the Houthis like he's being paid. And honestly, at this point...
He more likely is being paid.
Is he?
So I'm a propagandist.
Well, no,
For the record,
no, I'm not calling it. I'm just saying-
This is like a hostile. They're streaming this?
Yeah. Yeah. They're flexing.
What?
Again, I would actually be kind of curious to see these fuckers try to take on a Navy ship. No, they would have been shot. If anything, they wouldn't even have the opportunity to land the damn helicopter. These people would have been shot out of the sky. These people are fucking cowards. Going after ships that, again, more likely the crew isn't going to have that much of a defense training at all. Going after these ships and just being complete fucking assholes.
And they're coming in hot with guns.
Yeah, but you have to understand, this is a deterrence. Israeli society is going to start getting upset. They're going to be like, I can't get my treats. I can't get my Amazon Prime deliveries. What the fuck is going on? I hate this. Israel sucks. I'm leaving Israel. That's the goal.
That's so fucking disgusting, man. It really is.
I find it disturbing that Hasan thinks that a slowdown of imports is going to cause Jews to flee Israel. 80%
Yeah.
of Israelis were born there and do not have citizenship anywhere else. So where do you want them to go, Hasan? Back to Poland or back to the Arab countries they were forced out of?
Israel sucks. I'm leaving Israel. That's the goal.
By telling the Jews of Israel to go back where they came from, Hasan attempts to deny Jewish heritage in the Middle East. He characterizes them not as indigenous, but as white colonizers. This is despite the fact that 60% of Jews in Israel are actually native to the Middle East.
This is wild.
So these guys did all of this, right? They did all of this.
Is that their helicopter?
Yeah.
That looks like a legit helicopter.
It is a legit helicopter.
This is wild.
So they take it over, and they tell the people in the ship, usually like mostly Filipino people, Filipino crews, and they're like, all right, we got no problems with you, but you're coming with us, we're taking over the ship.
What an incredible way to characterize having a gun in your face. Hasan is asking us not to believe our own eyes as we watch terrorists hostily kidnap the crew.
We got no problems.
He's a fucking liar, dude. This guy's such a fucking liar.
But you're coming with us, we're taking over the ship.
And once again, the crew is still MIA for over a year, prisoners to a terrorist organization. But don't worry, guys. Hasan says they have no problem with them.
They're like, all right, we got no problems with you, but you're coming with us.
This guy is so fucking disgusting.
This is a 3-minute video. What do you mean music video? When you say music video, I'm expecting like, oh, are you being serious? I know they're singing, but I'm seeing guns and shit. This isn't a music video, Hasan.
I bet Hasan's friend really appreciated being fed terrorist propaganda on camera. Let's see what he had to say.
Yeah.
Even a couple days ago, I was hanging out with my buddy Hasan, and this guy unironically put a terrorist propaganda music video on and then left the room.
Left the room.
Yeah, and I was just like, and the thing is, like, in hindsight, it's hilarious, But at the same time, I'm like, what is going on here? This is wild to me. Yeah. But like, I just like.
I'd be more like, I mean, dude, I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, how can you justify this? Like, try to claim it's a music video. It's not a fucking music video.
He was like, yo, they're such great dancers. And
Oh my god.
I was like, okay.
Wait, is that how it works? If you watch like a politics TikTok, you get recommended Hasan right after? Is that how it works? Bro, he's all over this page.
Good lord.
That's crazy. Click it. Dude, Hasan be saying some wild stuff, man. So I don't know if we can.
Here's another incident of Hasan enjoying some Houthi propaganda.
Oh, good Lord.
How can they not agree with the Houthis when this is the kind of music video that they're coming out with? They
It's not even a. It's not a music video, you jackass.
got a beautiful voice too. Yeah, Israel been real quiet since this dropped, dude. The fucking mixtape.
Oh, Hassan, my sweet, naive friend. You say that Jews don't sing and dance like that? Then what the fuck do you call this? That's right, bitch. What the fuck you stepping on our shit?
Okay.
Yeah, Israel been real quiet since this dropped, dude. The fucking mixtape.
Okay, this kid's actually doing a good job.
Got a beautiful voice too. Israel been real quiet since this dropped, dude. Israel been real quiet since this dropped, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
Get fucked, terrorists. Yeah. I'm getting more enjoyment from this little segment of, like, you know, these kids singing and dancing than whatever the fuck Hassan was sharing. And I think it's very clear that this is, in a sense, musical content, whereas, again, what Hassan was showing was a propaganda fucking piece. Again, doesn't matter if you sprinkle sugar on a piece of shit, it's still going to be a piece of shit.
Houthis been real quiet since this dropped, dude.
Now we come to our sweet, beautiful, cute little TikTok twink. This hairless young man is the fantasy of every tween and twix and all the boys and girls on TikTok. He's cute. He's got a mustache. He's a freedom fighter. Beautiful eyes. They call him Tim Houthi Chalamet because he's a Houthi.
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Excuse me? Of course I'm about to have a... I'm a journalist, okay? This is journalism. It's so...
You're not a journalist, you're a fucking activist, dude. There's a difference. If you're an actual journalist, you would actually be, you know, asking prominent questions, being critical. But no, with everything you say and do, you are a fucking activist.
so weird. It's so weird. Motherfuckers want journalism, and when I'm trying to do journalism,
You're not even doing journalism.
That? Bro, you are going to get banned. I think it would be ridiculous to do that.
Hassan.
I'm going to say this. I normally wouldn't ask for somebody to get banned. But I feel that if you are going out of your way to promote and platform people who are, you know, who associate or are known terrorists, then, dude, you shouldn't be on the fucking platform. Especially if it's against the terms of service. You shouldn't be on the platform.
Now has the opportunity to express his journalistic chops, to get his boots on the ground and show us just how good of a reporter
He fucks it up.
he can be.
I'm doing journalism, chat. Does he know what One Piece is?
He's been watching it since he was a kid.
No way!
Yeah.
That's sick. Yes. Yes. Love you too, man.
This is disgusting.
Big time. Yeah.
I love you. I love you so much.
We're big fans of the Yemeni music videos. You can tell them that. I want to ask him about the knife. The knives are sick. What's up with the knives? You know, the curved knives.
If one of those knives comes out in front of you, it's not going back until it has blood on it.
Oh, okay. My bad. Well, I mean, I think it's cool, though. That's so crazy. So they're just chilling with the cap?
This guy is fucking stupid.
This guy is so fucking disgusting. He really is. Like, no joke. Just flat out disgusting.
captains? Like, I don't understand.
the crews on these ships, and they like win them over with their charm, and they make them hate America and the U.S. government.
That's so funny. I'm a journalist, okay? This is journalism. It's so weird. It's so weird. Motherfuckers want journalism, and when I'm trying to do journalism, they go, "Why are you doing that?" What do you mean? I'm just chilling. We're just having a. We're just vibing. Yeah, we're just vibing.
Sure,
We're vibing big
dude.
time.
Hassan uncritically interviewed
Sure,
this kid
dude,
for
you're
about an hour.
vibing.
It was the most brazen display of disgusting terrorist propaganda that
Yeah.
I've maybe ever seen in Western media.
What has happened to? Does he know what has happened to any of the crews? Like, I heard they.
Hassan almost asked a good question,
Yeah, like what happened to the cruise?
but it's actually leading to the most obscene part of this interview.
He's saying he hasn't spent much time with Chinese people, but one of the captain was Chinese, and he did plot with them, and he danced to music with them, and he was vibing, so he likes them, yeah.
Bullshit. Bullshit. I'm gonna go ahead and play the bullshit. That is complete and utter bullshit. Yeah, I definitely feel that these guys are fucking liars.
So I mean, what? That's so crazy. So they're just chilling with the captains. Like, I don't understand.
Ask yourself, why is he able to hang out with the captain and the crew of this pirated ship? Why would he even
Yeah.
have access to that? Hassan knows why. Of course, he is a Houthi terrorist. Instead
Yeah.
of challenging him and demanding more details about these kidnapped and missing people, he just runs defense for this guy, acting like he doesn't know why that would even happen.
I mean, again, if you're a journalist and I always, like me personally, I think, especially with journalism, you have to be impartial. You have to be someone who is willing to look at both sides and give us the fucking truth of the situation. That's your job as a reporter. As somebody who does the fucking news. This guy is not a reporter. This guy is not somebody who does journalism. And by the way, journalism too, same thing. To an extent, if you're doing an article, you give us something close to the truth. Or if anything, you give us all the facts. Don't like give your side or how you feel. You give us the facts of the situation. Otherwise, it's not activism, it's journalism. Or it's not journalism, it's activism. Or no. Yeah, it's not journalism, it's activism. So, this guy is not a journalist, he's not a reporter. He's an activist. Which in a normal circumstances would be fine. But when you're basically platforming people who are, in a sense, a danger to society, danger to people, you know, it says a lot about you and your character.
He's saying that they win over the crews on these ships, and they like win them over with their charm, and they make them hate America and the U.S. government.
That's so funny.
It is super funny, the idea of kidnapped crew members who are being forced, probably at gunpoint, to do
That's so
some death
disgusting.
to Americas and maybe some curse upon the Jews. And frankly, the callous disregard for the well-being of the literal hostages is shocking, even for somebody that loves terrorists.
It's like he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit of the people that are affected. He only cares about his fucking propaganda. That's what it seems like. That's all he cares about.
So funny. Is there a KFC there? They're everywhere. I don't think there's a KFC in Yemen, dog.
He says they have two.
Oh, they do have KFC in Yemen? That's crazy. Okay, that's sick.
Is there a KFC in Yemen? No way, dude! Holy fuck! There's a KFC in Yemen! He's just like us!
Does he know what One Piece is?
What if he's been watching it since he was a kid.
No way!
Yeah.
That's sick. Yes. That's fire. And that's so fire.
This is so fucking disingenuous, man.
Oh my god.
It really
I
is.
think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do. You should tell him that.
You guys all remember Luffy's
Oh
fight,
my
right?
god.
Now I'm only halfway through that show, so maybe I just haven't come to it yet. but I do not remember Luffy's flag looking like this.
I'm gonna say this. I've watched bits and pieces of it. From what I've seen of the characters, Luffy's not a fucking terrorist. He's a pirate. So, in this whole comparison is so fucking stupid. It is.
Predictably, there was some blowback after this interview, and HASAN went immediately into damage control to rewrite history.
He said
Oh,
he was
really?
just simply a Yemeni person and not a Houthi. Yeah.
Oh, even though you introduced him as a fucking Houthi, dude.
I mean, we don't even know if he's a Houthi or not. He's a teenager
You yourself have called him a Houthi.
in Yemen. The dude is neither a Houthi nor a terrorist nor
Bullshit.
a pirate. Is not a Houthi rebel. They didn't He's not a Houthi himself. No, he's not a pirate. He has reiterated the position that he is not a Houthi. Trust me, bro, I'm not Houthi. Be for real. You sucked him off the entire stream. Not even a
Yeah,
Houthi.
you did, dude. One, you did call him a Houthi. Two, yeah, you did suck him off the entire stream.
Houthi militant or anything like that. When I interviewed the dude who they still to this day call a Houthi terrorist, Tim Houthi's not even a fucking Houthi. I thought he wasn't a Houthi because he's not. No, he was just some fucking Yemeni TikToker. Random fucking Yemeni
Bullshit.
teenager. Didn't you
Bullshit.
him being a Houthi interview though? Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean?
Oh no. Like, they're calling me out for having a terrorist. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna downplay it and say, oh, he's not a terrorist. He's not. Wait, what? I said he was a terrorist? End the stream. His son, man. This guy is so fucking disingenuous. He really is.
All right, let's just take HASAN's word for it and assume, okay, this kid is not a Houthi rebel. He's just some ordinary Yemen teenager. Let's go ahead and take a look at his social media and see if that lines up. All right, let's see.
Okay. Tel Aviv will burn in the coming hours. Huh. I'm kind of wondering. I wonder why people would classify him as a terrorist. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Wait, what? What's on his social media? Oh, he's saying that someplace will burn. Oh, no, that can't be it. No. No, why?
What an asshole!
Here, Tel Aviv will burn in the coming hours. Ready for sacrifice and eager for martyrdom. Maybe he's talking about football? Here he is singing a song with the words, "Do you threaten us with what we are waiting for, son of a Jew?" Meaning of Houthi is a title, and it's not something to fear, but for the Jews. They are very afraid of this title. The execution we will carry out on all Zionists, with the lovely depiction of a man impaled through his asshole and out of his mouth with a pike, or how
Good
Hassan
Lord.
likes to say it, a pike for a cup. Okay, why would he retweet this article called "Houthis use social media to boost global prominence and support"? Israel falls. Wait for the new operation in Tel Aviv. The Jaffa drone, which no Israeli defense can stop. The ships we bombed and sank. I know the red arrow is supposed to be a cool military Hamas thing. This is a butt plug. Just saying.
Yeah.
To every Zionist, I will put this into your stomach. And let me state the obvious. Jew and Zionist is clearly interchangeable to this guy. Okay, but hating Jews doesn't make you a Houthi. Are you a soldier? Yes. That seems pretty definitive. You know what makes you a Houthi? Being a Houthi. At least one of the two of them is being honest about it.
FBI's list of most wanted terrorists.
Yeah.
Yes, that's fire, and that's so fire. Oh my God, we think the Houthis is doing what Luffy would do. They're tweeting an image of a Jewish person on a pike. I don't understand why this problem can't be approached with nuance.
Oh my God, is he seriously denouncing that? Even though it says clearly on the fucking tweet.
Because he is a teenager in Yemen, dude.
Talk about the bigotry of low expectations. He's a kid in Yemen, dude. What do you expect? Of course he's going to want to put a pike through a Jew's asshole and through his mouth. That's just what kids in Yemen are like, man.
And also, what do you mean? It's just a person on a pike. There's no Jewish person on a pike on that photo unless I saw something.
Are you
unless
kidding
I
me?
Saw something different.
Hassan claims this isn't even a Jewish person on the pike. How exactly is a naked, piked person supposed to look like a Jew for you, Hassan? You know what? You're right. Let me make it a little clearer for you. First, he needs a bigger nose, right, Hassan?
Oh,
First,
no,
he needs
don't
a
do
yarmulke,
it.
the curly things. Oh,
Don't
look,
do
Hassan,
it.
He dropped his dreidel.
Don't
He must
do
be
it.
Jewish for sure. Or,
Oh,
you know,
no.
you can just read what he wrote, you dumbass lie.
Yeah. I mean, it's clear that it's blatant. Blatant dishonesty on Hassan Piker for, trying to downplay this.
Terrorist-loving propagandist piece of shit.
This
Yeah.
is why this entire conversation is fucking idiotic. It's not a Jewish person.
Yeah, no, dude. It clearly is supposed to be representation of what this guy wants to do to people who are Jewish.
He said, "This is. I think if we're. Why am I held accountable for some random fucking 19-year-old in Yemen?"
Because you platformed them. Because you platformed a terrorist. That's why you should be held accountable.
Tweet. What is happening? How many steps removed are we from this situation?
Not 0, because, again, you platformed a terrorist. I know I keep repeating myself, but I think that's the biggest thing. Is that you platform a terrorist. You did that. And you want to act as if you can't be held accountable for your own actions. No, fucker. You should be held for your actions.
0? I mean, you platformed him. Do you not remember?
Or
Did
held
the check mark
accountable.
Or something? When faced with fair criticism for his coverage of the Houthi Luffy, he has a total meltdown.
I
Yeah.
fucking despise all of you, dude. I do. I really do. I hate all of you. You successfully got me to talk about this, and my patience is running thin on this matter.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't have basically interviewed a fucking terrorist, dude.
The
Seriously.
endless selfishness, the untapped well of American selfishness and American individualism.
It's not
is
even
in
being
full display.
selfish.
How is this the conversation that you want to have right now?
One of the most cynical methods Hassan deploys to sidestep any criticism is to deflect to the ongoing genocide in Gaza. I've seen him do this so many times. He frames it like you are selfish for trying to criticize him, no matter what the reason.
Like, how? How does the what happened in Gaza in relation to, him being criticized for, interviewing certain people that honestly should not have been
Because
interviewed?
there's a genocide happening, man. How can you criticize me at a time like this?
Claiming that I am, too pro-Houthi. When someone is
Dude, you are pro-Houthi, dude.
like focusing on that while there's an active fucking ethnic cleansing campaign happening. He also apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life. In the middle of fucking talking about fucking genocide in Gaza, and this dumb fuck. Blow your nose, brother. Love you. Not trying to be mean. Just keep some tissue nearby and clear it out occasionally when needed. Much love. Fuck you, dude. My argument sucks? You think it
It does.
justifies genocide? What are you, stupid? Everything that can be tangentially turned into like Jewish people are under attack is a decent way to just like drive discourse away from open genocide in Gaza. If your sole focus when Israel is doing a complete genocide in Gaza, if your sole focus revolves around that people are saying you're a Zionist, yeah, go fucking yell at streamers for not covering sufficiently the ongoing active genocide in Gaza instead of coming in here and fucking chirping at me.
It's quite a chance to say I'm a stenographer for the Israeli government or I'm a propagandist. I don't think there's any evidence I'm either of those things. I'm curious who you think I'm doing
While we're having this
propaganda for.
conversation, 3,000 Piers, while we're having this back and forth, 3,840 Palestinians have been ruthlessly slaughtered in the last incursion into Gaza. I feel like this is an incredibly selfish, self-centered conversation to have.
This technique is so powerful because everyone's afraid of being labeled as a genocide denier. Pierce Morgan, with decades of experience, immediately surrenders when the genocide card is pulled.
When you're just a fucking stenographer, you're not a truth teller.
He has every right to defend himself. And grow a pair, Pierce. Stand up for yourself, man. It's time to stop
Yeah.
being intimidated by these online overnight activists who couldn't even point to Gaza on a map before October 7th. Like Hassan, for example.
Doesn't know where Yemen is? Okay, I'm gonna click close. I'm closing it. I'm closing it. Nope.
So why would you support a country that you don't even know where it's at? Like, what the hell, dude?
Nope. Got it.
How can you claim to actually care about this genocide when you're willing to so cynically exploit it to sidestep any criticism? What
Yeah.
a bigot. Before we move on, Hassan has one final taste of idiocy for us all to enjoy.
Now, this kid is like, he was like 19 at the time when I talked to him. Which means that for most of his life, he has withstood genocide, right? Like he is a person whose only experience is like, it's literally like talking to fucking Anne Frank, basically. Okay, being able to talk to Anne Frank in real time.
To quote Anne Frank, I keep my ideals because in spite of everything, I still believe that people are really good at heart. Anne Frank continues to inspire generations of people because in the face of a genocide that eventually took her and her entire family's life, except for her dad, she refused to give in to hate, malice, and violence.
Good
Then,
lord.
There's this guy who would have
This guy who clearly is a disgusting individual and is a fucking terrorist.
killed Anne Frank if he ever met her.
Yeah.
You might think this is a sweet, innocent girl. Well, I'm happy to tell you guys we are working on a new edition just for you, Hasan. You should hear about the time she went roaming the streets of Berlin at night with a knife, slitting the throats of families, including children, babies, and the elderly. She's killed children, you guys. She
Good
rapes
lord.
people. She's just like Luffy. There is no other way to describe this than terrorist propaganda. Not only is he platforming terrorist propaganda, right, uncritically, he's participating in it. He's enhancing it. He is not just a conduit. He is an active participant who's disseminating it to more and more people in a way more consumable form.
Oh,
this
good
is
lord.
extremely fucked up. But why should he care? Their flag doesn't say death to fucking Turks. It says curse upon the Jews. Hasan likes to obfuscate on this and says nobody cares when Sean Penn interviewed El Chapo.
Sean Penn literally interviewed El Chapo. Exactly, dude.
Nobody is saying you can't have difficult conversations with controversial people. You just have to ask them hard questions, guys. You
Yeah.
know this. Now let's move on to everybody's favorite terrorist organization, our friends in the north. It's Hezbollah. Where do I even begin? Thousands of civilians have been killed globally from their terrorist acts.
Jesus
suicide
Christ.
attacks. They even assassinated the Lebanese prime minister. They've hijacked civilian airplanes. They've shot 15,000 rockets into civilian centers. And if you can imagine, that's not even the worst things they've done. They participated in the slaughter of over 500,000 Syrian civilians to help a
What?
dictator, Bashar Assad, stay in power. They indiscriminately bombed over civilian centers, and they killed hundreds of thousands of civilians in what can only be described as a genocide. They are a designated terrorist group by the US, by the EU, and, oh yeah, the entire Arab League, which gave them that status after their participation in the Syrian genocide. In short, nobody likes them. Well, there is one person.
Hezbollah is a paramilitary organization.
Do we like them or no?
They are a terrorist organization. Like they're designated. They are designated by the American state as a terrorist organization.
I do not like them then.
Yeah,
Like
I like what you like.
I don't have an issue with them. Let's just say.
This is Hezbollah's leader, Hassan Nasrallah. According to Hasan PIKER, this man is a brilliant freedom fighter. But before we get into that, let's see how he feels about Jewish people. Here are some choice quotes
good
from
lord.
Hezbollah's leader, Hassan Nasrallah. According to Shaul Shai, Hassan Nasrallah said in a speech delivered in Beirut, "What do the Jews want? They want security and money. Throughout history, the Jews have been Allah's most cowardly and avaricious creatures. If you look all over the world, you will find no one more miserly or greedy than they are.
I don't have an issue with them.
If we search the entire world for a person more cowardly, despicable, weak, and feeble in psyche, mind, ideology, and religion, we would not find anyone like the Jew. Notice, I do not say Israeli.
I don't have an issue with them.
If Jews all gathered in Israel, it will save us the trouble of going after them worldwide. The history of Jews has proven that, regardless of the Zionist proposal, they are a people who are evil in their ideas. The state of the grandsons of apes and pigs, the Zionist Jew. The murderers of the prophet. The Jews invented the legend of the Nazi atrocities.
I don't have an issue with them.
good lord.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah based. I mean, listen.
Like, I honestly don't know how I feel about this.
Listen.
Listen. Like, I'm gonna do my best to try to denounce that this people's actual terrorists. Like the people they deal with genocide, this that. I'm going to like you do my best to try to tell you guys that these people are good, they're kind, they aren't killing people. Like no, like what, they killed thousands? Like no, you're a liar. No, like fuck off, dude.
You have to remember something, okay? A lot of these dudes, you see them in their fucking fits, and you hear about like some of their attitudes about like gay people, for example, and you immediately
Yeah, because organizations like that, which I will say, like, again, I try to be neutral in terms of politics, but I feel like the most ironic thing was you have organizations like the Queers for Palestine not realizing that if they literally went to countries like Palestine and many others that are very, very against homosexuality, to some extent, they either will be beaten, killed, or basically just thrown off the building. I'm not, and before anybody tries to pull that, I'm not wishing that on anybody. I'm just saying it's kind of ironic where you have organizations like that not realizing that these people are very, very, very religious to an almost threatening degree, and will do everything in their power to keep their religion.
Fucking resort to Orientalist perspectives, not realizing that these motherfuckers are better read than you by a million. Okay? Like, it's not it's not a broken clock situation. No, dude. Half of these dudes literally get educated in America and in the UK. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
The more you learn,
this is why it's Orientalist. To literally look at these dudes and go, oh no, they're fucking barbaric baboons, and like sometimes they get this shit right. No, dude, he knows. It's crazy. He's read more books than you could ever imagine. Knowledge. And also, ultimately, he is regarded as a pretty brilliant a person in terms of like everything that he's done. You might not agree with his methods. You might not agree with his attitude overall in terms of like, his opinions on civil liberties and shit like that. But ultimately, this motherfucker has read a shit ton of books.
Knowledge.
I feel I've shown you guys enough evidence that Hezbollah's...
Good Lord. I'm gonna keep going. This
evil
is
terrorist organization. But
yeah.
Have you considered this?
What you meant to say is Hezbollah is Muslim. Okay, that's what you meant to say. What you meant to say is they're.
So that's the way you try to denounce people's criticism, by bringing up the fact that they're Muslim. No. We're calling him a terrorist act because of what they do. I mean, they could be Muslim all they want. They could practice it every single day. But what really, goes to show, like, them as a terrorist is by their actions, what they do. Especially in terms of, the practice of their own religion. So, no.
Muslim. So, of course, as they're Muslim, it's different.
It's always like, not only disingenuous, but very like kind of like smooth brained to like try to pull that card. It's almost like every single fucking time. You don't have you disagree on a topic. Oh, you're a racist. You disagree on another topic. Oh, you're a bigot, or you're a sexist, or you're this and that and that. People, it's like, and that's why, like in the previous video, I read a comment from one of my previous videos reacting to June the King's documentary. It's like, at this point, using words like Nazi, racist, bigot, so on. At this point, they're buzzwords, and they're used so often that they have no fucking meaning anymore. And even then, like, using the word Nazi is kind of ironic, considering the fact that, initially you had people who were, that would commit heinous crimes. But because you disagree, you're automatically a Nazi. That makes no fucking sense whatsoever. So, anyway. Good Lord. So far, this video has been really, 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 it's been a trip so far.
If you're wondering why Hasan's audience is so radicalized, it's because of stuff like this.
Israel, America's greatest ally, the most important country in the world, the most moral nation, the most moral democracy on the planet, is ruthlessly and mercilessly bombing southern Lebanon, including southern Beirut.
What did Lebanon do?
They just kind of were there.
So they were there, that's why they're bad?
They happen to be Israel's neighbor.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Even as someone who's critical of Israel, this retelling is fucking insane.
They just kind of were there.
Hezbollah started launching rockets into Israel hours after...
Okay, so let's see. Okay. Israel-Hamas war. Several mortars and anti-tanks guided missiles were fired by Hezbollah. The IDF responded with counter battery fire and airstrike that destroyed a tent Hezbollah erected on Israel-occupied territory several months prior. 2 mortars were fired towards Israel from Lebanon. One landed short on Lebanon, while another struck an open area in Israel. In response to this, a simultaneous infiltration by gunmen that left ID3 personnel and IDF conducted counter battery fire and struck Hezbollah observation posts in the area.
The October 7th raid began. They launched 12,000 rockets, killed nearly 100 people, including 12 children, and displaced 250,000 Israelis from northern Israel. That's what caused them to respond.
What did Lebanon do?
Shit. Why did he ask that? What do I say? Do I tell him the real
Oh, is that
reason?
supposed to be AI?
No, my audience will kill me for being a Zionist. Okay, let's try this. They just kind of were there. Hell yeah, another slick political saved by boots on the ground, HASAN PIKER. Damn, I'm good.
Even as a pro-Palestine activist, how does lying about this serve your agenda? All it does is further radicalize people. It removes any nuance, and it avoids any criticism for his team. And this is what continues to drive this conflict on forever. HASAN is dedicated to pleasing his radical audience, even at the price of knowingly lying to them for TikTok and Twitter likes.
I'm a propagandist.
Or he's being paid, which, you know, we can't rule out. What a pathetic propagandist piece of shit liar he is. And now, let's move to Hamas, the catalyst for this entire thing. They're the ones that commit.
Okay. As much as I want to continue, I kind of want to break this down a little bit more. We do at least got another 42 minutes left. So I think for now, I am going to go ahead and take a break from this. There's so much stupid I can take in a day. So much that I can tolerate. So, anyway, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it if you guys can. Please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, it's all in the description down below. As well as check out our daily content in the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Rob Novakast signing off. Everyone, take care, and I'll see you guys next video.